Hello, everybody. Welcome to our health and fitness webinar. We're just going to give it a couple more seconds to allow everybody to come on into the Zoom. Finish your stretching, your health and wellness. Come join us. Welcome, welcome, everybody. See everyone filing in. Excellent. Hello. All right. So it's 101. This is our 15-minute webinar series. My name is Gina Waldhorn. I am the Chief Marketing Officer here at Sports Innovation Lab. And today we welcome you to our health, wellness, and fitness enthusiast webinar, which really comes off the back of our 2025 media planning playbook, which has a ton more information about this, and we'll drop in links for you to download that. But we host these webinars in a quick 15 minutes to give you some insights and activation, tactical program advice to help you end the year, start the new year with everything you need to know to reach these high-value wellness warriors and health and fitness enthusiasts. So first, though, a big announcement I mentioned. A lot of this information has been published in our 2025 Winning Audiences Media Planning for Sports and Entertainment Guide. For all of the media practitioners on today's webinar, this is your cheat sheet. We've aligned all our insights, all our programmatic audiences, all our best data sets to the biggest sports events of 2025 and made it very easy for you to start activating. We're dropping the link in the chat. Check out this media guide. Lots of fitness information in this. You definitely want to have it as you move into the new year. So everything we're going to show you today has been derived from our sports data cloud to really understand the fitness and health and wellness market. So what is that sports data cloud? Well, it is the only data cloud of its kind that has been built with domain expertise in sports and entertainment, retail, media, and fitness. It covers more than 250 million US consumers, and much of it is anchored in individual row-level transactional data that allows us to see everything these folks buy, from where they pump their gas to where they pump their muscles at the gym. We also have created thousands of unique merchants and hundreds of communities in that data to really understand the modern consumer. And we're going to tell you a lot more about that. And ultimately, what this allows us to do is create these addressable audiences that look very different than what's been available to date. For example, if you were to go find a soccer fan today, it would look like this. It would be lightly a demographic within a range based on some viewership, maybe some social media following. And that's really what you're buying when you want to reach a soccer fan on media platforms and programmatic platforms. What our data cloud allows us to do is fill in the other 22 hours of the day and everything else about that individual to paint this type of picture of a soccer fan. We know their exact age, how much they make, their ethnicity, but more importantly, we know how they behave. I know what soccer league they're a fan of, what team they're a fan of, if they're buying merch, if they're soccer bettors, who do they transact with, how much, what wearables do they wear, what airline do they fly. So this is truly the benefit of that data cloud, which allows us to get that robust, in-depth view on a consumer, which is exactly how we figure out what kind of fitness, wellness, or health enthusiast they are. And what's really interesting, what we really want to hammer home today in the webinar, is that not all fitness fans are created equal. And we didn't just figure this out ourselves. We partnered with some of the best in the industry. So Athletic News, you might know them as ATN, they are the premier business news content platform for understanding the health and the fitness industry. And we partnered with them to define a set of fitness and health and wellness segments that are most valuable to the market today. And we're going to dive into some of those now. So looking at the full market and recognizing that not all health and wellness and fitness and gym goers are created equally, we carved out the 4 most critical segments that truly reflect the unique behaviors of consumers in the health and fitness space. They are class curators, luxury lifters, gym goers, and our deal-driven fitness fans. And we're going to dive into what makes each one of those unique and more importantly, how you can start activating those communities today. So the first are the class curators, right? So these are your active fitness enthusiasts who love a class pass, an F45, a Pure Barre, an Orange Theory. They're really in it for that community feel, that instruction, getting out of the house and attending a class. And some interesting facts about these class curators: they're 9 times more likely than the Gen Pop to be owning a wearable. They're 7 times more likely to go skiing. And maybe because they love that in-person angle, they're much more likely to attend concerts and live entertainment by being more than 6 times more likely than the Gen Pop to spend money on going to live events. So brands who should be thinking about reaching and targeting these class curators should be brands in the wearable space, the Whoops and the Auras, travel brands, luxury travel, and like skiing, ski resorts, the Marriotts, the Ritz-Carltons, given their interest in being in person and towards live entertainment, ticket sales, Live Nation. And they're definitely also exhibiting outdoor enthusiast qualities we saw in the data. So everyone from the REI to the Lululemon. And maybe if, again, entertainment, music, someone like Beats by Dre, higher priced item, would highly encourage you to check out the class curators. And like I said, class curators isn't just a community and a market segment. It's a programmatic audience that you can buy on Meta, on Google DV360. And we also have additional audiences ancillary and adjacent to class curators like athleisure wear, athletic gear, wearables. All of these really kind of reach that class curator and will help you get that one-to-one message directly to them. Our luxury lifters, it's for these consumers, it is all about having that fancy club, that Equinox. It is the premium health club experience. And they're adding, the add-ons to it as well. So this is our highest spender when it comes to their fitness purchases. They're more likely to be Gen X or baby boomers and have a higher household income, more than $200,000 a year. They're also spending a lot on live entertainment and specifically live sports. So if you're looking to sell some tickets, big sporting events, the luxury lifters are the target market for you. And they're educated, they're bookworms, with 30% of this segment spending at Barnes and retailers and independent bookstores. So in the new year, for the holiday, if you're looking to target premium news, books, or some of maybe those premium at-home higher price ticket items like the Pelotons or the Tonals. If you're a luxury athleisure brand, Bandier or Alo, I should say, you want to target the luxury lifters. And we also have audiences that surround the luxury lifters, like our yogis, our high-value athleisure wear audience, or even some specialty retail audiences. So if you're a luxury gym and you're looking to target and drive subscriptions to these luxury lifters, you might want to use our yogi or even specialty retailer audience because they're more likely to be luxury lifters. Next, we're looking at our gym goers. These are the traditional Gold's Gyms, pump that iron. They're not necessarily looking for frills. They're looking for a classic workout. They're more likely to be male without children in the household versus any of our other fitness market segments. They are purchasing a lot off of Instagram and Facebook Marketplace, and they're 3 times more likely to bring sport to their entertainment, visiting Topgolf and Chicken and Pickle. So if you're one of those brands, this is a definite great target to use in the new year. Have their holiday party, come with friends to the Chicken and Pickle. They're bringing some of that athletic outside the gym, so buying gear and goods from Dick's and Modell's. They're going out for things like AMC. This is probably a great target if you're home improvement, Lowe's or Home Depot. And not only do we have our gym goers in a programmatic audience, we have audiences for all of the specific gyms. So if you're looking to reach specifically Lifetime or Prime or Golds, we've got audiences for those as well. So outside gym goers, our last kind of new fitness segment are our deal-driven fitness fans. So a lot of media being spent to reach these guys in the new year, hit those New Year's resolutions. They may not be as consistent with their gym going habits, but they love a good deal and they love a good kind of resolution to get back into the gym. The deal-driven fitness fans are 3 times more likely to be purchasing hydration beverages than the Gen Pop. They're also frequent QSR visitors. So, they eat that Big Mac and then they go burn it off. And they also typically have households with older children in it. So again, if you're a QSR brand, if you're a gaming brand looking to reach those households with teams, if you're a recovery or hydration brand, you definitely want to try to reach those deal-driven fitness fans through these audiences. And if you're trying to reach these deal-driven fitness fans by offering them a gym subscription, check out our holiday shopper, our Black Friday. These audiences that we've created are more likely to reach consumers who are shopping for deals and spend a lot during key holiday seasons. So this is the perfect audience to reach those deal-driven fitness fans. Also, as I'm going, I talk fast. We only have 15 minutes. Pop any questions that you might have in the chat. And now we're going to move away from that traditional fitness enthusiast to talk about wellness. So we're really seeing a lot of movement towards longevity, towards holistic health. And, this is a booming segment for a lot of D2C brands that we are able to track within our data through collagen, through the AG and the Bloom, which is blown up by influencers all over social media. There's also a movement towards more traditional kind of home remedies like the castor oil, oils in general, big movement there. Sustainable brands, things like Blueland, moving away from microplastics. So we're seeing a lot of consumers gravitate towards these brands that represent a view of wellness that is really comprehensive of saving the planet while saving your own body. We call this group Wellness Warriors, and a few interesting insights about the Wellness Warrior is they're 3 times more likely to be exploring and buying sober curious brands. So these are your tonics and your non-alcoholic beverages. They're 4 times more likely to be shopping at cannabis and CBD outlets and retailers like Charlotte's Web. They're very values driven. They care about sustainability, and they're 60% more likely than the Gen Pop to be buying brands that stand for sustainability and values. They're also more likely to be outdoor enthusiasts. When we look at those consumers who are purchasers of Vitamin Shoppe or AG1, they're almost 30% more likely to also be spending on outdoor recreation activities, trail passes, skiing, etc. So if you're a brand that's maybe sustainable driven, like the All Clad or Caraway, your home goods that are all about being good for the earth, this is a fantastic audience for you to segment. If your subscription, meal kits, Whole Foods, talking about food and eating and health and wellness in the new year, fantastic audience to target. For those values-driven brands like Patagonia, Aloe, activewear that really cares about giving back, and BOGOs, fantastic audience to target in the new year. And then finally, we wanted to take a look just to kind of beat on that theme of not all fitness enthusiasts are created equal. We wanted to look at the wearables category. So a lot of people might bundle Oura and Whoop together, but when we actually analyzed those consumers who are spending on Whoop and Whoop bands versus Oura rings, they looked very different. Some of the key differences: Oura consumers, much more likely to be pet owners who love to travel, spend on luxury apparel and goods, more likely to be sober curious and hockey fans. Versus our Whoop consumers, who are much more likely to be placing bets, be college fans, fans of women's sports, and more likely to be parents, and specifically parents of children in the household who are playing youth sports. So again, it's critical to think about how can you use our data to create custom audiences that don't treat all fitness enthusiasts as fitness enthusiasts and wearables just as wearables consumers. They're much more nuanced, and we can get down to that granular level and use syndicated or custom audiences to help you find that true Whoop consumer versus the Oura consumer, who is very different. All of the audiences I've shared with you today are available on all the major data marketplaces and programmatic marketplaces and networks, from your Google Display to your LiveRamp. And you can work with our audience desk, audiences at Sports iLab, to have them pushed to any programmatic or addressable channel that works for your planned or social platform, and they deliver. So we're super psyched to be tracking the results of our audiences, which are increasing ROAS by more than 3 times, lifting sales, driving higher engagement rates. So, you know, we're happy to work with you and set up your own tests and help you prove out the performance of these audiences. You can search for all the audiences I shared today on any of those LiveRamp or data stores. Just search Sports Innovation Lab or Retail Innovation Lab to find any of those today. And again, our audience desk will help you with all of those. And we really can't help you bring in an amazing end to 2024 and start off the new year feeling good, hitting those fitness enthusiasts, and really driving better performance for your health, wellness, and fitness campaigns in the new year. So that's it. That was 15 minutes. We also love in the afternoon to share a coffee with our agency and brand friends. So go ahead and fill out a poll that we're launching now, and we will send you your $5 Starbucks gift card. So if we don't see you before the new year, have a happy new year. Reach out to us again, audiences@sportsilab.com for any of this specific information or to have your custom audience created to help you reach those health, wellness, and fitness enthusiasts in the new year. Thanks, everyone.